What's up, everyone? Today I'll be talking about a horror comedy movie, and this will be my first horror comedy movie I reviewed on my new rebooted channel, the Horror Thong Podcast. So I finally found one good one. I mean, there's a lot of them I did talk about before from my past YouTube channel and my past podcast, but I wanted to start something fresh, something new that I have not seen before, reviewed yet. And I came across this one, which I was very surprised by its long title. It's called I Had a Bloody Good Time at House Harker. And, okay, so I was on and off by reviewing this, but like I said, I'd never seen this movie before, so I decided to check it out. Clicked on the play, right, on my VOD, and, I really did had a bloody good time watching this movie. This was a really enjoyable horror comedy, something I did not expect. Sometimes, lately when it comes to, comedy horror of this generation, of this era, a lot of independent movies, especially low budget movies or whatever, always take advantage of adding comedy in it because it's kind of like easy to do, right? I guess, but it's really not, because if your movie is not funny, and if the comedy's not on point with your horror element on it, then your movie pretty much gonna suck, And there've been a lot of them I've seen like that, and there've been some that's actually a surprise. This is one of them which is a surprise, and like I said, I really enjoyed it. The movie, you gotta sit through it though, because it's mainly gonna be more comedy elements, and then it'll be mixing horror elements in between a little bit. But at the end of the final climax, you gotta wait when the horror elements start acting up more fast when it gets to the point, when you see it more. But you can be patient, then you're gonna enjoy yourself with this movie, because I feel like the comedy was on point. It kept me going watching this movie, and then the movie is really about this two brothers and their sister. They live in the house of Harker with a family history of their great-great-grandfather killing Dracula itself. And the brothers they like losers, they're like goofballs, the joke of the town pretty much. And they have a best friend with them that hangs out with them. As the movie progressed, they got robbed by this necrophile serial killer trying to kill them, or not trying to kill them, he hold them hostage, and accidentally he found this vampire skull. He gets bit by his finger pretty much touched the fan pretty much of the skull, and the spirit of Count Dracula went through this first vampire in all the way in Romania. So he awakened this vampire, and the vampire will come to their town and pretty much start killing people as he heads to that town. Meanwhile, this family's the joke of the town, like I mentioned. They get picked on, they get made fun of. They would have a flashback with one of the brothers getting bullied all the time, most of the time. And he pretty much they have to go out of their shell and be brave when the incident is really hitting the fan. It's one of those comedy horror movies. I know we've seen this done before, where a lot of comedy horror with this element, when you have the loser and they have to overcome themselves, and that's when they pretty much come out the shell type of thing. But the main point of this movie also is that they lose in their house and they gotta come up with the money. So they started this thing in the town where you could pay your money to see them kill a real vampire. But pretty much, guess what? A real vampire did show up, and then you could take a wild guess at how the vampires bit people in the town, and the people in the town becomes vampires. And of course, it's up to the Harker family to stop these vampires, and they gotta overcome themselves with courage, pretty much. It's pretty much the same concept, but the point is, does this horror comedy hold up? And like I said before, I really enjoyed it. I wasn't disappointed. I wasn't bored. And like I said, if you be patient, you get to the final act of the movie, you get rewarded with a lot of vampire action going on, pretty much in a comical way. There's blood and gore, like blood flying, kill scenes. I pretty much like this movie. I like the characters. They were all likable to me. The acting, horror comedy wise, was on point. It was like right there. You could feel like you're in their world pretty much. The vampire special effects, it looked like a Nosferatu type of vampire, which I liked it. I liked how it looks. I like how the vampire acts pretty much. Also, highly recommend this movie. So check it out. Peace out and see you later, guys and gals.